Well, hi, New Lenox Schools. My name's Lindsey Theis, and I am a health and medical reporter. Did you guess it? Did you get close? That's right. As a health reporter, I put doctors and nurses and pediatricians on TV, and I talk to folks just like you when they go to the doctor's office to make sure we include them in their stories. Have you ever been to see your pediatrician? Have you ever had a healthy snack? Or have you ever been able to stay up really late and then feel tired the next day? Those are types of topics that health reporters report on. So now that you know a little bit about my job, I'd love to show you where I work. I live in California, and I am part of a news channel that is all over the entire country. And because of that, I get to work out of my house. How would you like to go to school every single day from your house? You probably did it for a little bit during the pandemic, right? Well, I work from my house every day, and so when I go to the TV studio, I just go right around to my living room. So as you can see behind me, this is my studio in my house. I have my camera, I have my lights, I have my big TV where I put in a little video so that it shows the logo of the news station that I work for, so that when people watch at home, it looks like I am in a TV studio as opposed to right there in my house. But so because it's just me, I do not have a camera person that I work with all the time. Sometimes I'm really lucky, and I do when I travel all over, sometimes to Chicago for some of those health stories. But sometimes it's just me and a tripod and some lights and making it happen. So I figured, why not show you all that as I get ready to read you a book? What's your favorite book to read? Do you ever read stories about doctors or medicine? So as I'm getting all set up on my couch, this is where I sometimes work too. I just want to tell you how important it is to read and how it can really help as you're going through school and when you become a grown-up. You can read for information, you can read to learn, but you can also read for fun, right? And reading for fun is one of my favorite activities. I hope you like reading for fun too. When I was your age and in elementary school and middle school, some of my favorite books to read were Dr. Seuss and were the Babysitter's Club series. Do you have a favorite series of books you like to read? All right, so the book I picked today to share with you is called A Sick Day for Amos McGee. It's written by Philip Seestead and illustrated by Aaron Easted. A Sick Day for Amos McGee. Amos McGee was an early riser. Every morning when the alarm clock clanged, he swung out his legs out of bed and swapped his pajamas for a fresh pressed uniform. Say that 5 times fast. Fresh pressed uniform. He would wind his watch and set a pot of water to boil, saying to the sugar bowl, "A spoonful for my oatmeal, please, and 2 for my teacup." Belly full and ready for the workday, he'd amble out the door. Every day, Amos waited for the number 5 bus. "Next stop, City Zoo," the bus driver would call. "6 a.m., right on time," he would say. Amos had to do a lot at the zoo, but he always made time to visit his good friends. He would play chess with the elephant, who thought and thought before making a move. He'd run races with the tortoise, who never lost. He'd sit quietly with the penguin, who was very shy, and lend a handkerchief to the rhinoceros, who always had a runny nose. And at sunset, read stories out loud to the owl, who was afraid of the dark. One day, Amos awoke with the sniffles and the sneezes and the chills. He swung his achy legs out of bed, curled them back again, and said, "Ugh, I don't think I'll be going to work today." Do you ever have that, where you're sick and you can't go to school? Later that day, we'll look at all the animals leaving the zoo. They're all standing and waiting. What do you think they're waiting for? If you said the bus, you were right. They're getting on the bus. I bet I can guess where they're going. Can you? Hooray! My good friends are here. They all visited Amos. The elephant prepared a game of chess. Amos thought and thought before making a move. "I'm too tired to run races today," said Amos to the tortoise. "Let's play hide and seek instead." The tortoise hid inside his shell. Amos hid under the covers. Amos yawned. "I could use a nap." The penguin sat quietly, keeping Amos's feet warm. Achoo! Amos woke with a sneeze. The rhinoceros was ready with a handkerchief. "I'm beginning to feel much better, thank you," said Amos to his friends. He swung his legs out of bed. "Perhaps we'll share a pot of tea." I want to make sure you can see the picture. Amos wound his alarm clock. "It's getting late," he said. "After all, we all have that morning bus to catch." So Amos said goodnight to the elephant, and goodnight to the tortoise, and goodnight to the penguin, and goodnight to the rhinoceros, and goodnight to the owl, who, knowing that Amos was afraid of the dark, read a story aloud before turning out the light. The end. Well, I sure hope you liked that story. I am so happy I got to share it with you today. Keep reading and keep on doing good in school and enjoy the rest of your readathon, kids. Lindsey Theis reporting from San Francisco. Bye-bye.